is it. Hey guys.
Hey guys, what's up? We got Steve Anger and the Brink here, bringing to you Tech Tuesday. So, welcome. This is our first ever Tech Tuesday, and there will be many, many more to come. So, well, I think the best way to do this is just start off with introduction. So, You got me here. My name is Steve Anger. I stream on Steve Anger Games during the week, and on the weekend a little bit. You'll see me playing lots of games. I am sponsored by TechEngage. That's why I'm here. And yeah, so the Brink and I have been friends for a long time, and we finally decided to follow our dreams and do this.
Become famous.
Become famous.
That's all we care about.
That's all we care about.
We don't even have to make any money. No, no, but really, this is just, it's part of the dream.
Yeah. So Brink, tell them about yourself.
Yeah, well, what kind of games do you like?
What kind of games do I like?
Yeah.
Well, so what's funny is like I've been playing a lot of Overwatch and stuff, and honestly, like competitive games like that drive me bonkers, which is kind of funny. But I've been playing them just because I have them, and I'm waiting for that capture unit so I can start streaming more single player content. I've always been more into RPGs, MMOs. I do play first person shooters. There was a time where you could see me at the top of the charts for Halo 3. I'm sure you remember that. But we played CS Source back in the day.
Dude, those were some of my favorite times.
It's true. Like we used to just have LAN parties, CS Source. In fact, the other member of TechEngage, hopefully you'll get to meet next week.
Yeah.
He was a hardcore CS Source player, so like hardcore.
I can still kick his trash though.
Yeah. We'll see.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Well, now, dude, Beef can almost take me now.
Well,
He hasn't played on the PC in like 5 years.
That's true. So that's us. We really just enjoy video games. Both of us have.
That's you.
What?
That's you.
What about me?
What about me?
Huh?
I haven't introduced myself yet.
Oh, well, I'm done. I'm just gonna talk to him.
No, man. Okay, so I'm James Brinkeroff, The Brink, and that's what I stream under. And Steve and I, and we're bringing Tyson in, we decided we want to actually do something fun instead of just the boring old job stuff. I'm a software engineer. Steve Inger's a kick-A gamer. You just like you're a good gamer.
It's true.
Want to be an actor kind of thing.
Want to be actor.
You want to be an actor. Isn't that what you kind of said?
That's true. I mean,
it's probably a jerk thing to say. I'm sorry.
What want to be actor? Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
you want to. Yeah. I know it's not so.
I mean, that bachelor's degree in theater, is doing me lots of good.
I think it's doing me a lot. That's one of the reasons I suggested this.
That's true.
I think you're going to be awesome.
I'm at least entertaining.
There's one thing I say. There's one thing I say is that it doesn't matter what you go into as long as you find a good avenue for it. And so there's an avenue for everything.
It is true.
For me, and he kind of said it already, I love first-person shooters. I like Counter-Strike. I love me some Mass Effect. We're going to talk about that later.
So
and yeah, I mean, TechEngage is our kind of our umbrella. It's we won't be releasing any zombies though, but
yes, please.
It's not an umbrella corp, but definitely it's gonna be what we do. We have a lot of projects, hardware wise. Like we'll have a really cool project coming out that will kind of help us do some of our co-op challenges, like what we're gonna do with Dead Space, right?
Yeah. Our Dead Space challenge, what we got coming up.
And then we have some Counter-Strike stuff we want to do, and so we definitely will have some cool hardware that will go along with that, and some reviews hardware-wise. But obviously, we focus not fully on games, but we focus heavily on games too, and so.
At least I focus heavily on games. We do have a lot of we do have some tech talk for you as well. We do want to kind of make it. To us, we believe tech is more than just hardware. It's more than games. I mean, tech. It's so much a part of our lives these days that it's really anything. I mean, your phone is amazing tech, honestly. things that are just around your house. You wouldn't believe the technological awesomeness that
Agreed.
exists. So
He'll be testing it from more of an
uh,
average kind of gamer.
I'll
Like
be
you know what you're kind of talking about when it comes to hardware, but not to the extent that I might know.
right.
So you'll
I
get
I know I can identify parts, but other than that, as long it's kind of like I can identify an engine, but as long as
yeah.
it makes the car go, and that's all I need to know.
So you'll get some insight from him. You'll get some insight from me, and to be honest, it's going to be pretty awesome because I don't
What's
think
up,
too many
Mooser?
people. Yeah, do a
So
shout out.
Mooser says hi.
Mooser 123. How's it going? That's
123.
should we say his full name, his address?
Yes, I think full name, address, social security number would be best.
Yeah. So if you could submit that in your in the chat.
Yeah, the last three on your card. We already have your card number. We just don't have the three numbers on the back. If you could help us out with that.
Oh
Um, so Moosered up there is actually the other. The guy in the comments is our other.
Yep.
Our other TechEngage brother.
Yep.
Our other from another mother. So let's get into it. Let's
Yeah.
talk. Let's talk tech.
Yeah.
So what we kind of wanted to look at was what's out, what came out this week, what's new. Let's switch screens here.
Yeah.
So first thing we wanted to talk about was we have got some pretty good games that came out this week. We'll start with the less exciting one. But Loot Rascals here. We've got some gameplay that we'll play up there for you. It is a game you can download on Steam. They got it on the PS4, and it's just kind of a little puzzle game. The kind of basis of it is, I don't know. I can't really even base it. It's so weird. Here, let's skip a little bit more into it.
Okay.
As you can see, it's almost like a dungeon crawler, but not really. And you have to sit there, and the landscape comes alive as you move around. You get items. It's really strange, but honestly, I think the price on it was like $15. So $15 for something like a little adventure game, it to me seemed kind of fun. So I decided to bring it up, show you guys some gameplay of it. But it's really kind of simple. Like what are your thoughts just looking at it? Like
So for me, I love indie games. I'm in the middle of writing a story for. It's not really an indie game because it's kind of that in between of it's first person. It's going to have some other stuff to it. So I love me the indie scene. I don't have time for all the indie games. It
yeah,
looks interesting, but
it's one of those
I don't
things
know if
that
I'd play it. But
yeah,
it does look really. I love the art style.
yeah, the art style. I mean, it's really interesting. I think it's like if Diablo and
Diablo and
Diablo and Yo Gabba Gabba made a video game. Here you go.
I was gonna say My Little Ponies, but
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
it's that bright, kind of fluffy colors to it.
But yeah, it's really bright. I mean, kind of a dungeon crawler kind of thing. So yeah, that's Loot Rascals. Like beef, not beef. Like the Brink's saying here, I'm kind of the same way. It's kind of like indie games are fun, but if I can't play them on the toilet, I'm less interested in them. If I can't really play them on the go, which this one, it's not really one you can play on the go. But if you're really into the kind of indie game scene, this would be a perfect game for you.
Not gonna lie, it looks like it's something that you could play on the go though. Like
Yeah.
they should have made it for the. I don't know. That's the same here.
Even
I love me Plants vs Zombies. I love Plants vs Zombie too. I play that game all the time, and it's and it's more indie-ish.
Yeah, and I think honestly, I don't know. I don't think it is. It's only PS4 and PC. Maybe one day they'll port it to like an iOS or Android or something. Maybe kind of a dumbed down version of it, I think. But honestly, for $15 for a fun little game, if you're just looking for something new, I think it'd be a good one.
Would you recommend it?
I wouldn't say it's my top recommend for the week, but
Definitely recommend.
if you're into indie games, yes, I recommend it. Other than that, there's not a whole lot of appeal in my opinion.
Agreed. But we have different play styles and maybe someone that would really enjoy this. So
Yeah, and there very well could be somebody that would enjoy this.
should we move on to the next one?
I believe so.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh, okay. So Near Automata. This one is actually really cool looking. Um, Usually these kind of hack and slash, Japanese run around Devil May Cry kind of games, are not something I usually go for. But just watching part of the trailer for this, learning more about it, it actually seems like it has a really good story to it, and I have heard nothing but good praise for it everywhere. I don't know if it's part of a series. I didn't have time to research that much. But essentially, you're a couple of androids, and you're running around trying to take over this post-apocalyptic world where machines have taken over, and as androids, you're trying to take it back for the humans. And I don't know what happens in between, but it looks really interesting. Gameplay wise, you'll see coming up. It's kind of has an idea of like kind of like the Dark Souls. What was it? Metal Gear Rising.
Kind of it's making me think of Metal Gear. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, like
At times.
Metal Gear Rising, just those kind of hack and slash, jump around, try to avoid stuff, but still, slash things with your
And it
blade.
looks Japanese made.
Oh yeah,
right? Yeah.
This is very
I
much.
love me some Japanese games.
Yeah, this is a very Japanese style game, complete with a girl in a short skirt, and you can see her panties. I mean,
Japanese.
That is a Japanese game.
Now, if they only have an octopus in it, then we'll be complete.
I bet you there is probably an octopus boss. I would not put it past him. But the gameplay, this looks really, really interesting. Definitely something I'm interested in playing. What are your thoughts? I mean, we just watched through the gameplay trailer.
It's making me kind of sad because I only have so much time, and right now I just have enough time for Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
And it's I mean that sucks. It's kind of a crappy game. No, it's a great game. I'm loving it. I love games like this. To be honest, I might pick this up in a couple of months when I have some more free time because I'm getting through Witcher 3. I'm trying to get through Horizon. Then we have Metal Gear, or not Metal Gear, but Mass Effect coming up.
Oh gosh, Mass Effect, yeah. Mass Effect's going to be a big deal for us. We are going to do a midnight stream for it. Both of us are right here in this room. We're both very excited. And I'm not. What's funny too is that we're going to be bringing you a review after. It's going to be kind of unique. The Brink here, you tell him. You tell him how you're a big fan of Mass Effect and that you play them all.
I've played them all at least once. No, I've played them about twice each. Maybe the second one 3 times because I mean most people agree that that's the best one. But I definitely love me some sci-fi. Mass Effect. I mean the thing about Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 and Andromeda is that it's going to be separate. Like in the sense of like you do not need to know 1, 2, 3 to play on Andromeda.
Yeah.
So.
And so with me, I've never played a Mass Effect game. This is brand new for me. In fact, the original Mass Effect, I picked it up on the Xbox 360 when I used to play. I used to work at GameStop, and they let you check out games when you work there because they want you to know the games. As long as they have it used, they let you check it out. So I checked out. The original Mass Effect. I played it for like 20 minutes, and I was like, "This is stupid." I took it back. Worst mistake of my life, probably. That's what everybody tells me.
The first part's so hard to get through, and anyone that's played Mass Effect would know that.
Yeah, and I hadn't really talked to anybody about it. And so I'm really excited, though, just looking at the gameplay alone, just that over-the-shoulder, I really like that third-person shooter, but I also like being able to build my character and have them progress and get more stronger, and I'm really looking forward to Mass Effect Andromeda, which, I mean, we don't even have any gameplay for it, though.
Well, my foray into the Mass Effect 1 was, it was my first semester of school, of college that is, and It's finals week. I decided. I don't know why I decided to pick it up. Maybe it was the week it came out. I can't remember. I picked it up and I was able to. I essentially got no sleep that week. I beat the game that week, like in like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
Same time my finals were. I didn't even wait till the weekend. It was so good, at least for me, that I didn't even wait until for me, because once you got into it, because at first I was like, I'm gonna power through this. I'm gonna power through things because I get bored in the beginning of most games I try. But I definitely loved me Mass Effect 1 just because I sacrificed my A's for B's, C's, so it was worth it. It's still worth it to me because I have that experience.
Well, I mean, every once in a while you gotta sacrifice your A's for B's. Every
It
once
should
in a
be
while.
the other way around, but okay.
So, well, let's move on to the next one. This one's actually pretty cool. Pull up the other one, Soul. So, this is a PC only, run on the Unreal Engine. It's called One Sole Purpose. It's of course futuristic, in space, and they're I think kind of time travel a little bit in it, from what I'm reading with the yeah, because it says, let's see. Yeah, travel through space expanded exponentially around the year 3000. Humanity found a substance that has infinite energy, which right now we know is impossible, but whatever. Humanity was able to reverse engineer the substance to allow it to enhance certain technologies humanity wanted to improve on. Fast forward to the year 4900. You are Michael, a well-renowned doctor on Mars and the brother of a famous engineer whose name is Samir. Samir is responsible for engineering suits and weapons which can harness the power of the reversed engineered energy. And so it looks really cool. Especially, looking at this today, I brought it to James here, and I'm curious your thoughts, because you're more of a first person shooter than I am, and this game looks right up your alley.
So I love first person shooters. So sometimes I'm good at giving the advice out about this because I've played some pretty stupid first person shooters and I loved it. And I can't even name some right now, but the old Star Wars games, the old first person ones.
Oh yeah.
If you go back now, they do not hold up.
No.
They do not hold up. I probably still find them fun.
Well, Jedi Academy still kind of holds up.
Agreed. I agree. But older than that, man, those first person are kind of. This looks fun to me. Once again, this is my first time seeing this actually, so this is kind of a fun segment to actually be able to see this, and I see that it's actually in the Unreal 4 engine and Unreal Engine 4, that is, I guess, and that's something I've developed some of my prototypes in for my game, and I play it just for the sole purpose that it looks interesting from the engine aspect.
I think it looks amazing. Like, it looks polished. My only disappointment with it is that I haven't heard much about it, and I feel like this is going to be a great game that's going to fly under the radar.
Guess we'll have to rent it and find out.
Yeah, this
is it for PC
it's
or
PC
is it,
only.
It's PC only, so we can't rent it. We'll have to buy it.
So this one's.
So we'll just wait till the Steam sale. So this is something.
Wait
till the summer Steam sale, and you'll probably pick it up if it's on Steam.
Yeah. So I mean, it's There's plenty of videos about it. There's definitely some research you could do about it if it's something you're interested in. For me, I'm interested in it enough that I definitely want to play it eventually. But with it only being on the PC, it's hard to drop $60 on a game that you haven't heard a whole lot about.
Yeah.
At least as far as I'm concerned, I haven't heard a lot about this. But then again, I'm just getting back into looking at all these games. But it's for an Unreal Engine 4 game. It's strange they didn't at least put it out on one of the consoles.
Yeah.
Because
it's not hard to port that kind of stuff over.
No, and even Crysis, which now I'm looking at, it kind of reminds me of Crysis. Even Crysis, was eventually ported to a console. So I mean, maybe in the future they'll end up doing it.
Maybe it's not hard. It's definitely not hard. Okay. Well, I think on this game, I definitely want to try it.
Yeah. I think you should talk about the possible hardware you probably want to use to play this game.
Okay, that's a good point. I mean, with the Unreal Engine, usually you can get away with actually lesser specs. That's the beautiful thing about Unity and the Unreal Engine is that they're optimized to handle typically if the developer knows what, at least somewhat what they're doing, they're optimized. And so you could, in theory, you could run this on your phone, but obviously since they only released the PC, because I've seen some pretty cool titles on the phone, first person wise. Um, I don't think you'd have any issues, even with a 10, let's say 1050. You could probably run this at medium to high specs on a 1050. I'm thinking, but I haven't seen the rest of them. Like right now, what we're watching, I haven't seen more. This looks like the multiplayer version.
Yeah,
and so
this kind of looks like a little bit of combat.
Yeah.
It
wouldn't. I don't think it would take much to run this.
But like, let's say you wanted to go all out. What are you thinking about?
All out?
Yeah.
Probably a 1060 is all you need. Which the 1060 is like 250 bucks.
That's not bad.
No. That's a good card.
And that's always one of the fun parts of going PC brah. PC brah.
Beef. PC brah.
Beef if you're a PC brah. Well, you might want to stop that. Going to
Lost Souls. Cancel.
Yeah, we just want to cancel that.
It didn't make it.
No.
That means that we need a segue on.
I guess it's time to move on. Why don't you talk about the we're talking about the 1060. Why don't you talk about the 1080 coming out?
You want to talk about that now?
Yeah, I think
before we get into the Ghost Recon, let's do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, then we're gonna move on to the next one. This is the good part of the whole thing. This is what everyone's waiting for.
This is the tech.
The tech.
It's
not TechEngage. No, actually,
Yeah.
We believe that all tech's created equal.
It's true.
In fact, that's our slogan.
All tech is created equal. So, anyways, why don't you tell them about this?
The 1080 Ti. So if you keep up on graphics, I mean, at the very least, if you're interested in hardware and you're a gamer, you're gonna keep up on video cards. And I definitely recommend. This is the season to buy a new video card, whether it's the 1060, the 1070. These are amazing cards. If you're gonna get a laptop, do not get the 900s. Get something that's 1060, 1070 because they are, with laptops, they're not the mobile version. They don't have a mobile version. They have one version, and you might lose 10 to 20% of your speed in those laptops, but you're gonna. They're so much better, And so, sorry, we have a dog that's trying to get in. He's trying to kill us. No, but really though, like the 1060 is a great card. The Razor Blade. Just the Razor Blade has the 1060, and I'm thinking about picking one up. I love it. But I'll segue back in the 1080. I just want to say that this is a great time to get a video card. Price to performance is great. AMD is always still good, but I'm digging the NVIDIA lately, and so I definitely recommend if you want a high end. Wait just until March 10th is the supposed date of the release for the 1080 Ti, and so that's just in a few days. But yeah, so I'll just go over a couple of the specs real quick. The 1080 Ti is going to be $700, so $699. I like to round up a little bit. And then comparatively, and I think the 1080 Ti is actually slightly faster in some of the benchmarks, or about the same. Comparatively, the Titan X is $1,200.
Jeez.
It's almost double the price. That is ridiculous, and people are pissed because the 10, I would be too, but it was like 6 months ago or something like that. The Titan, not the 1080, but the Titan X came out, and so that's what you get for venturing on the fringe of video cards. But in comparison, like the 1080, which was normally about $600, so this one's actually gonna be $100 more than when the 1080 came out. The 1080 is now going to be $500, and that's what I run, and I love the 1080. Like I can do about anything I want in it. But
you mean the 1060?
No, the 1080. I have the 1080 in there. Yeah, I always do the weird upgrade path where I'm like, okay, there's a new one. I'm just going to upgrade and spend, sell my other card for $200 or $300.
So what's the big differences between the 1080 and the 1080 Ti?
Right, and that's the cool part is that for about $200 more, you're going to get a 35% increase, which is a big increase when it comes to video cards. Jeez, really big. It really isn't bad at all. But the transistors, there's almost double the transistors, whether you care about that or not. But just saying, when they've actually went and tested things out, it even has less like the clock and the base clock and the clock are lower than the 1080, but because of I'm pretty sure it's because of the CUDA cores, some of those transistors, and probably the memory bus. The memory bus always tends to be a little bit of a factor I find in the performance increase, but it also costs more. Um, but the memory bus is 352, while the for the 1080 Ti, while the 1080s is 256, and so that's probably a big part of where the performance increases. And if you disagree with me, and please comment wherever you're at. And so, um,
That crazy panda likes your hat.
well, thank you. I like my hat too. I like to use it in negotiating tactics for business. It always throws everyone off. So,
True. Yeah.
but 11 gigs of freaking RAM. That is by far the biggest part of this.
That's crazy.
Is that there's 11. I mean, really, like this card is way overkill for most, but for a power user like me, where I like to use it for encodings and also doing just crazy stuff. I have 4K monitors. I have VR, that kind of stuff. It's almost even overkill for me, but I'll probably end up getting it because I like to overkill everything. That's kind of how I do everything. Is that everything looks like a nail to me, and I have my hammer.
Yeah. Well, that's a good point. I didn't really think about the VR capabilities.
Yeah. Yeah, well, VR needs to like the biggest problem with VR right now is that they're not. It's not like 4K.
Yeah.
It's like 2K. Like it the resolution actually hurts. So whenever you get it on, and maybe we'll have some videos showing that in the future, but you can see part of the pixels a little bit, and that throws me off a little bit. Once they get to 4K, then it will be different, I think.
I have an idea for the birthday stream. Just came to mind.
What is it?
We want to do VR night.
Beef doesn't even like VR. We can talk about.
Well,
that
no,
later.
like my birthday. Not
Oh yeah, let's do it. That sounds good.
Anyways,
That sounds good to me.
Yeah. So I guess maybe we can just announce it now. I think we're gonna do a VR night for my birthday stream. Which, by the way, we're gonna have 2 birthday streams this month. I told you I would tell you guys about it in here. So this weekend is a good friend of ours. He goes by Beef. If you guys have watched my stream, he usually plays Battlefield with me. He has a birthday. He's gonna be turning 30. And yeah, I know that makes us old, but whatever. 30's the new 20, or
That's how it's always gonna be.
or
I'm
not.
gonna
I
be
don't
80,
know.
and the 80's the new 20, and I'm gonna feel young.
Then again, I never thought
That's
I'd
how I
have one
live.
of these by the age of 30. So
I guess a story for another time.
story for another time. That's definitely a story for another time. And so we've got Beef coming up. His birthday, turning 30. His birthday's actually the 12th, but we're going to be celebrating it this Saturday. I'll be streaming whatever we happen to be playing. I'll leave it up to him since it'll be his birthday. But we'll definitely.
If you want to wish him a happy birthday,
Yeah.
wish it through the TechEngage or Steve Anger's Twitter or my Twitter. And you can we don't have those displayed below yet, like on Twitch. But we will have that kind of stuff available, and you can find it. And so, if you want to wish him a happy birthday, I'm sure he'd love it.
Yeah, you could even go. I think his tag for Twitch is Beef Bladen. So that's BEEFBLADEN. Go over to his page, say happy birthday. I'm sure he'll end up getting it. Or if you want to come over to my page, of course, it's Steve Anger. I'm on almost every day now, trying to game. And if he happens to be on, you can tell him happy birthday. I know he would appreciate it.
Should we?
What are we doing?
Should we get on to the Ghost Recon?
Yes,
It's
let's talk
It's
about
like one of the biggest games we have.
let's talk about Ghost Recon now. So Ghost Recon is out finally. I know a lot of people were really excited for it, and then got really disappointed when they got it. I've heard that there are glitches galore in this game, which is kind of
Are they good glitches?
They're funny ones.
There's good glitches. Okay, good.
They're funny. Like there's a video out there. I don't know if it's just. I think it's from the beta where there's or not a beta. I guess it's kind of a beta, but it was like last week. So I mean, it's not really a beta. They've already shipped by then. But like the Jeep was like flying through the air off in the distance, and it was kind of funny. So stuff like that. A lot of people are saying that it's kind of like when the Splinter Cell game that came out, or is it not Splinter Cell?
Splinter Cell hasn't come out with
The
a game in a
Tom
while.
Clancy, the one that everybody else was really.
Oh, it was like a year ago or something, like the multiplayer only.
Yeah, the multiplayer one. I can't think what the hell is it
And
called.
this one's single player only, or is it both?
I believe this is multiplayer. I think you can have people play with you online. But I mean, it is kind of cool. They kind of drop you. They drop you in Bolivia. That's where it's supposed to be, is in Bolivia, and you take down the cartel. However you feel you need to take down the cartel. Now I know they say that, but more than likely there's some sort of arc that you still have to follow. I bet you it's just when it comes to the missions, they give you a chance to do whatever you want to do. Kind of like with Metal Gear Solid 5 when it came out, you had missions that were specific, but you could approach it, a certain way. You could wait till night, you could do it in the day, you could, go in and sabotage, or you can go in full on.
Rainbow Six Siege is what it was.
Rainbow Six Siege was Rainbow Six Siege. Everybody was pissed off about because of the deception from E3 to when it was released, and it just looked awful.
But that's what it was, right? That's what last year.
No, there's one other one.
I thought it was Rainbow Six Siege.
The Division.
Oh.
Tom Clancy's The Division.
That's another one though.
The Division was another one that was just kind of so much expectation, and then it just kind of flopped around like a legless deer.
But it's still a popular game.
It's still a popular game, I guess. I mean, they've come through, they've done fixes. There's still a lot of people playing it, but it turned away a lot of people right at the beginning because it was such a grind, and then it ended up just being awful. It's kind of like with Destiny. Like Destiny, when it first came out, it was such a grind, and some people really enjoyed that, and most people ended up just kind of going, I've had enough. It's taking too long between patches. We're done. Don't even get me started on Destiny right now. Well, actually, I don't know. We got time to talk about Destiny, but so anyways, we've got Tom Clancy. Maybe next week.
When does it come out?
Destiny 2.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Well,
that's the problem.
Is there another expansion coming up, or did it just come? I think. It
no. So they are not releasing any more content for Destiny. They are going to be releasing one last patch that'll be one of the completion books like they had before. And they said it's going to be the biggest completion book ever, and it's because it's going to make you go back and do everything over again. And everybody is like, "What? This isn't content. This is a joke." And that's kind of how
I feel.
Sounds like
a Resident Evil game.
Yeah, and it was
you have to go back and just do everything over again in every scene.
Yeah, and so and not only with that, it's they came out and they're like, okay, essentially everything that you've earned in Destiny 1 is not even coming with you. Which to me just makes me I'm done. It's like I'm done with Destiny. When Destiny 2 comes out, I'll take a look at it, but somebody had made a comment, I'm not going to buy Destiny 2 until it's already been out for a year because, a year or two, because what's the point? The amount of money that you had to spend on these, tiny little improvements, just buy it as a chunk, which is too bad, and I know Bungie had high hopes, but anyways, that's neither here nor there right now. I mean, this game honestly looks beautiful, though. It's one I am definitely I'm going to play. You're going
to be reviewing this within the next month.
Yeah, this is going to be a game I'm going to end up reviewing. This kind of game is right up my alley. I love tactical stuff. Metal Gear Solid is my favorite game of all time. That franchise just makes me happy, except for the little offshoots that ended up just being awful, like Metal Gear Acid and what was the other one?
It wasn't awful. It just was so different.
Yeah, it just wasn't Metal Gear Solid.
Well, it's like with the Resident Evils. They have those offshoots for Wii U and the Wii that is. And
that's true. So I mean, there's stuff like that. It was just it's not. But yeah, I like it. I do like Metal Gear Solid to a point. But yeah, this kind of reminds me of Metal Gear Solid 5. And I played the crap out of that game, and so this is probably going to be another one that I'm, I like these kind of sandboxy games, approach missions with your own, at your own disposal. Even Assassin's Creed. I'm playing through Assassin's Creed Syndicate right now, and it's it's kind of the same idea. You can kind of pick and choose how you're going to attack your objective.
I think you're gonna like Mass Effect.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more linear, but it does give you that option, especially in the dialogue. It gives you the option. So if you end up screwing everyone over in the end, you get a horrible story,
Right.
you know. But you kind of deserved it because you're a horrible
Yeah.
person.
Well, I mean, that's BioWare for you. I mean, they
That's
actually
true.
let you choose things. I played plenty of BioWare games. I don't know. There's lots of games they've screwed up, and then there's lots of games that they've done amazing. It's like I think they just need to stick to doing linear games and not MMOs ever again. But yeah, so
Was it really that bad?
Star Wars.
I thought you liked it. You played so much of it.
I liked Star Wars: The Old Republic because it was Star Wars, and I had friends that I liked playing the game with. Once the friends left, the game stopped being fun. And honestly, all the updates that they've made, they've dumbed down the game in my opinion. That and they ruined classes. They changed things that didn't need to be changed, and at this point, I just have no interest in going back. But this game, I'm really looking forward to. This one's definitely one I'm going to want to play. I mean, even just looking at the graphics alone should be interesting to see. But I mean, look at that. I mean, he's slapping C4 on the back of cars so you can either blow them up or use it for an escape. And I love tactical stuff like this.
Dude, I can get some Play-Doh and do that. I can slap Play-Doh onto a back of a car. So
yeah, you're gonna go
slap in real life. So I mean, maybe it won't blow anything up though, unfortunately. But that's probably a good thing.
That'd be kind of funny. Like, okay, somebody out there needs to do like a viral video going around with a cell phone and Play-Doh and slapping it to people's cars and see how long it takes for him to get arrested. No, that guy just got axed. Damn. So that is what has come out this week for games.
Awesome.
That's where we're at as far as games.
We're getting kind of tight in time. Do we want to just quickly go over what's coming up in the next week?
Well, I mean, we can keep going. I mean, it's fine. Let's go over what we're doing.
If we want to do an hour,
we can do a full hour. I mean, I'm sure we've got enough to talk about for a full hour. So,
we probably do.
I've got enough opinions on things for a full hour.
I have enough opinions for the whole day, but
yeah, well,
I don't know if I have the energy for that though.
Then again, we are men, men and their opinions.
Well, that's very opinionated.
Sorry, I'm sexist against my own sex, of which there's two. Suck it, internet. You heard me. There's only two. I'm opinionated.
It's kind of true.
Somebody from Tumblr is gonna end up finding us, and it's gonna be awful.
Dude, I'm gonna post this on my Tumblr page.
I thought like the first rule of Tumblr is you don't talk about Tumblr.
I don't have a Tumblr page. That's fine. I can talk about it. Oh man, cesspool. Okay,
cesspool.
Man.
No, cesspool is 4chan. That's cesspool.
And that's how sad. That's the sad part. We know that's the baseline. Tumblr's so close to it because of their idiocy. So
Tumblr goes below 4chan.
Oh, is that how it goes?
I think it is. I think Tumblr.
At least the 4chan knows that they're a cesspool.
Yeah, 4chan knows. They at least market the fact that it's a terrible place to be. But Tumblr, they think it's the greatest place to be, but really it's the worst place to be.
I think they're doing justice for the world.
Oh gosh, social justice warriors. This is not tech talk.
This is not, but this is tech rant.
Tech rant.
Yeah.
They're ruining tech.
They're ruining tech
with their damn iPhones.
That's probably what they carry too, but okay.
No, like seriously, that is like the whole reason why Apple is so popular right now is like graphic designers and hipsters
and Tumblr.
But I think
if you saw
that falls into hipsters.
Does it? I don't know.
I feel like Tumblr falls into hipsters. What do you guys think? I don't know.
Comment below.
Comment below.
If this is Twitch, then comment off to the side.
Comment wherever you can comment. What else we got for him? I feel like we had something else we wanted to talk to him about. We talked about the 1080 Ti.
I think we're done with
what came out.
we're
done with what came out this week. One caveat though. Let's see. What was it? The Lost Soul? No, not Lost Soul side. What's the other one? One Soul Purpose. One Soul Purpose actually does not come out until tomorrow. So
Well, that
that's
still counts, I think.
yeah. So everything
Good
else
enough.
came out today, the 7th.
We
One
good
Soul
for this review?
Purpose.
Should I move it back over to just our faces?
Sure. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't have any other videos.
Oh, that's true.
So
So that's what's comes out. That's what came out or is coming out this week. Things to look forward to. So next week we'll end up talking about what's coming out next week as far as games. So we've got Industry Giant 2, Styx, Shards of Darkness, which is the a sequel to the other Styx game where you play as the goblin who steals things. We've got Professional Farmer 17. There's 17 of those.
So this is the sad part. When we get into this numbering, where I've seen other games like this where I'm like, well, I've never heard of any of the other numbers.
Yeah.
Is it like,
exactly. It's like
is it a dating sim and they're 17 years old, or
Yeah,
are there actually 16 other games?
yeah, it's Professional Farmer 17. I'm wondering if it's just the year it came out to 2017 maybe.
You make more sense than I do.
Yeah, I don't know,
That's
but
probably what it is.
I like to believe that there are 16 other games
I hope
that
so.
are Professional Farmer.
I hope it's
out
not
there.
FIFA. Like it's gonna be FIFA every year. It's like Professional Farmer 18.
So that guy looks like a professional farmer. Sorry, that's terrible. We should switch back to the video. He kind of looks like a professional farmer, doesn't he? He's got, his robe, but he's got. Then again, he kind of looks like he's making meth.
He looks like he's gonna melt someone in a bathtub.
Oh yeah, either that or he's making meth.
No.
I mean, that is a drug cartel.
It's probably bathtub melting.
Bathtub melting?
Bathtub melting.
We're going to take a vote. Bathtub melting or making meth?
Bathtub melting.
I'm going with making meth. Making meth. Well, I guess he doesn't have a mask on.
You're racist.
Well, no, because he doesn't have a mask on, so yeah.
So definitely not meth.
I think he might be melting somebody.
Yeah.
In a bathtub.
What is it? Just throw someone in there, throw the liquid
Butcher.
in there, get out.
Looser says butcher. That's possible.
Butcher.
Yeah, he's a butcher.
What kind of butcher freaking carries around a...
Well, no, that's actually what they wear. They wear like they wear a butcher's apron.
Yeah, no, but they don't carry around a container with no funnel or anything. How are they gonna? I mean,
yeah, that's true. They don't carry around a container of corrosive chemicals. Anyways, other games that are coming out.
So you're wrong,
week.
Looser. You are dead wrong.
We've got I can't even pronounce it. It's Danganronpa 1 and 2 Reload. I had no idea what it is. I'll figure it out by next week though. And then Nier Automata, the PC port for it doesn't come out till next week. So it is out for It's out for PS4 this week. Won't be out for PC until next week. Which will, I guess we'll touch base on it, but probably not too heavily next week.
Are any of those exciting for you? I mean, to be honest, the only one that stands out to me, because I don't really... We'll see. Maybe when we see video, I'll like it. The Professional Farmer looks like the most exciting one. Just because I can melt people in the bathtub.
It's true. Professional Farmer, you can melt people in the bathtub.
You heard it here first, guys.
You heard it here first. Honestly, I think Styx probably looks interesting because it's I think it's a build on the other Styx game. I haven't played it. I have it on my Xbox, just sitting there, and I need to play it. Maybe I'll play a little bit of it this next week to kind of get ready for it, to kind of see what the gameplay's like. But it's you play as a goblin who stealthily goes around and steals stuff. The only thing I know about this one that's coming out, the Shards of Darkness, is that they are adding a multiplayer component to it where you can group up with a friend.
So how well did the first one do, or the last one, I guess?
I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure you want to. Let's look up a review real quick.
Because that's my favorite part is when people they're like, dude, our game did horribly.
Yeah.
Let's add multiplayer to it.
Yeah, it Styx. STYX. It's not Shards of Darkness, but it's...
Oh, is it not
Shards of Darkness?
It says Shards of Darkness.
Well, yeah, that's the one that's coming out.
Oh, you want to look at the last one?
Yeah, but the original.
Oh, yeah, like the one I was actually...
Master of Shadows.
Yeah.
Master of Shadows is the first one that came out. It got a 9 out of 10 on Steam, 7.2 out of 10 on IGN. but only a 5 out of 10 on GameSpot. So
Huh.
I know this is really random, but I think you guys should play Alien Isolation. Why would you do that to me?
Should we play it right now?
Not right now. Okay, so for those of you who don't know a whole lot about my stream right now, so we did do a 24-hour Resident Evil stream a couple of weeks ago. And when we did it, I was tasked with the task of doing Resident Evil 7. Now, I am not very good with jumpy games. I freak out really bad. In fact, if you go to my Twitch page, there is a video in there where you can watch the last hour and a half of Resident Evil 7 and watch me pee myself almost.
It's hilarious.
And it's pretty funny. It honestly is pretty funny. That's the whole reason why I did it. So, I've had it mentioned that I need to start doing scary games so people can laugh at me, and Alien Isolation is on the list. I don't know when I'm going to play it. I know it's not right now, and I know it's not anytime soon.
You're going to have to pace yourself this way.
Yeah.
I just don't want you to die.
I don't want to have a heart attack because
play them every day.
Playing too many scary games. I just downloaded another scary game on Xbox. It's free. Go to Xbox Live if you got Xbox Live. I can't remember what it's called, but it looks scary, and I downloaded it for later. I'm sure we'll have fun with it. So I don't know. We might have to have a Scare Steve day, once a month.
A day, like all day, we just scare you.
Just all day. I'll play a scary game. No.
You gotta pace yourself a little bit. We're gonna kill you.
Well, yeah, like once a month. Once a month, I might do a scary game for you guys, but not soon. I still have to finish my review for Resident Evil 7, so I have to go back through and play a little bit of it, and I'm not looking forward to that at all. But I'll certainly record it so you guys can laugh at me. I'll do that. That is for dang sure. Oh, that's your sister. Crazy Panda.
Yeah. So Tyson's Mooser.
Yeah.
Crazy Panda's Amanda.
Yeah, and so Crazy Panda was there. She played Resident Evil 2 for us, and she played it on the PS Vita, which was pretty cool.
And she pwned us all with the time. She got it done before everyone else.
She's never played beat everyone, and she hadn't ever played Resident Evil 2 before.
I don't think she's ever really played a Resident Evil before.
Was that was her first Resident Evil game?
And that style is hard. The Resident Evil 1 and 2.
Yeah, the fixed cameras. Yeah. Those were the days though. So we do have some fun things coming up for the channel that I guess we could talk about. We've got our Mass Effect Andromeda playthrough. So midnight on the 20th, so it's the morning of the 21st, night of the 20th, however you want to say it. We have our midnight release. We're going to be playing it on the PC, and we're going to be playing for 2 hours. So we get to see. Do you want to do 2 hours?
You know what?
That
is what we're going to say, but I might love it so much, I might just...
So we might do 2 hours. It might be more, for him anyways. We'll see.
We'll see.
But
I'm excited.
So at least 2 hours of gameplay. The first 2 hours of Mass Effect Andromeda at midnight. So if you want to see a little bit of the gameplay, definitely tune in. You'll want to watch either me or Brink or both, or probably just the TechEngage stream, and one of us will be on it. I don't know. Or
that's a good question, actually.
Yeah, if we're both here, we could probably put both of us on the TechEngage one.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun, actually. Never thought about that. On the TechEngage one, we could have a split screen and see who gets it done faster. It's gonna be. I don't know. I'm pretty slow.
I was gonna say I don't want to race through it. I want to enjoy it, So anyways, so that's one of the events coming out. Looks like we're gonna have on the 25th. We're gonna have a birthday event of VR, which is gonna be really fun because I don't know if you've ever watched somebody play VR, but when it's hilarious. And we've got some pretty good VR games that we're gonna be playing.
No, you and Tyson are hilarious to watch.
Really?
I'm sure I'm funny too, but you guys get on your bellies.
Yeah, dude.
I do too, but I've never seen myself, so I don't know if I'm funny or not. But I've seen both you guys, and it is hilarious, and it is definitely not to be missed because it's try hard. Like with some of those games, you got to. And when you see people try not to, they're just they're not. You think they'd be more funny, but they're not because they're trying not to get on the floor.
Yeah, and so I get hardcore with these VR games, like especially there's a couple of sneaking ones that you have to like crouch down and lay down, and it's pretty cool. So you're gonna want to be there for that at least. Oh gosh. So this week we're gonna do a shout out. Um, so in the future, the Discord. We should talk about the Discord.
Discord, the Discord. Yes, the Discord. TechEngage. Discord. We're gonna have it below in the Twitch and actually in the YouTube. We're gonna have it below a link on TechEngage. In fact, all our channels we're gonna have a Discord channel, and it's the TechEngage, and it's where you can come and chat with us. We can have a fun discussion. Not that we're amazing, but the community is going to be amazing and is amazing already. So we definitely are trying to foster an awesome community of hardware, games, whatever it is. And Discord is the place to be because Twitch chat sucks.
It's true. Twitch chat kind of sucks. And you definitely want to, hang out in the Discord. You'll get to talk to us. You'll also get to talk to other people who are interested in tech. And so it'll be a nice little haven for everybody to go and talk to each other and tell your friends. Like, honestly, let them know about us. Definitely give us a follow if you're interested. And don't just follow TechEngage. Check out the Brinks channel. That's TH3BRINK, and then as well as mine, Steve Anger. Give us a follow. Definitely keep an eye on us. You want to keep an eye on, our Twitter and Facebook. At least I have Twitter and Facebook. What's yours?
The same. It's the Brink.
His is the
3
Brink.
instead of an E.
And mine is Steve Anger Games on Twitter and on Facebook.
Yeah, and then we'll get more to come. It's so hard to manage everything. We're gonna get Instagram, and for the little kiddies out there, we'll get some Snapchat. We can Snapchat with you guys.
I'll Snapchat with you. Maybe that'll be like a prize. I don't know. Then, gosh, eventually we're gonna have a website too.
Yes, we are gonna have a website with reviews, etc. And we have projects in the what. So let's talk about kind of what's on your plate for the month. What they can expect to see from your like reviews and stuff.
So as far as what I'm going to be doing this month, I'm hopefully going to be doing a review per week, starting with my Resident Evil 7 review, at least one a week. Planning on trying to do one retro review per month, and when I say retro, I mean before like the Xbox 360.
So Atari Ping Pong.
So Atari Ping Pong is actually one that might be in there. I already know what my first one is. I'm gonna keep it a secret for now, just in case I don't get to it. But I'm mostly just waiting for hardware. As soon as that hardware gets here, because
it's coming Thursday. It's coming Thursday. I got it coming.
So we did get a capture unit, so I can actually start recording hardware and gameplay, so that way you guys can actually see my gameplay versus just generic gameplay. So that way, because I feel like that'll be a little bit more, I don't know, intimate is the wrong word, but probably more detail oriented. I'll actually, look at some stuff and show you some fun things within each game. I still have to figure out criteria as far as how I'm going to be grading.
We're starting out. This is fun.
Yeah, and that's the fun part, is like this is all brand new, and honestly, we'd love feedback. Tell us what you like, tell us what you don't like, tell us what you don't want to hear, what you do want to hear. If there's something that even we missed that you feel like needs to be talked about in the tech world, let us know, because this is new and we're going to be growing, and we expect to grow as a community. So
we love feedback.
Yes.
I'm going to be working on, while he's doing review, I'm going to be doing some reviews too. We'll do some group reviews, especially Mass Effect. We're going to get perspective from someone that's never touched Mass Effect really, and someone that is an avid fan, or at least hopefully avid enough.
Avid fan.
And so we'll get a perspective, and that's how we're going to kind of distinguish ourselves from everyone else. Is that with our reviews, we're going to have different perspectives because we're all different types of. You love Metal Gear and all that stuff. I find it fun. Don't worry about my beast in the back. He's guarding us right now. Someone's trying to break in the studio, but don't worry.
And then, so we do have a shout out to everybody today because we don't really have any specifics.
Well, we're gonna shout out Mooser and
We were gonna shout out Mooser,
but since he's kind of being a
but since he's not even listening anymore. He's not even watching.
He probably is.
He might be watching. So we've got that going. We're doing our shout outs every week. So if you want to have a chance to be shouted out to, definitely follow us out on our Twitters, our Facebooks, and come watch our streams. And when you come in and watch the stream, say hi. Just type in chat, hi, what's up, or just comment about the video.
We love interacting with you guys. We'll have a conversation with you as long as you're not freaking as boring as
dirt.
Paint trying. No, okay, that works.
Boring as dirt. In fact, the other day, there's a kid. He got into my. We were playing Battlefield 1. He got into chat. He said, "Hey, you guys need another?" And I played games with him. So even if you guys want to game with us, we're playing something multiplayer.
Hey, I got into your chat. I was able to play some Overwatch with you.
You get to play Overwatch with me today.
I felt honored.
So, and I will do that with anybody. Like, if you want to game with me, you let me know.
Okay, what do you think? Recommendation of the week?
Yeah, let's do a recommendation of the week. So, I've been talking a lot. What is your recommendation of the week?
My recommendation of the week is to wait for Mass Effect. Don't buy anything else if you only have $50, because if you go to Green Man Gaming, you can get good deals there. No, but really though, really pick of the man. This is such a hard. Now that we got here,
recommendation.
I know it doesn't have to be pick. It doesn't have to be pick. I understand. I like doing pick of the week.
Okay.
Because I listen to too many podcasts that do pick of the week, and so it's kind of stuck in my head. Yeah, recommendations. The 1080. If you're like me, like to go a little too crazy, the 1080 Ti definitely, or the Razer Blade with the 1060. Because I'm gonna get one of those because I love. Now we'll probably try to get one of those for our VR party.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, I definitely recommend those. The Razer Blade.
Ooh, yes. As far as me, recommendation of the week, since I kind of focus more on the game side.
Can I also say one other thing?
No, go ahead.
Sorry. Also, Horizon Zero Dawn. I definitely recommend that. At the very least, the beginning is amazing. So.
Oh, have you already played some?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I played about 2 or 3 hours, and it is. I'm not gonna lie. So far, the story is as captivating as The Last of Us for me. It's not zombies though, so it's not as good. But the story is It's just amazing.
Wow.
So
okay, if you're putting
game wise,
The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. My recommendation for the week. So honestly, since I'm kind of more on the game side, I'll focus on the game. So for me, it's really a toss up for looking at Nier Automata and Ghost Recon. And it really kind of depends on your play style. If you're looking for kind of a single player game and you really like that hack and slash feel, definitely pick up Nier Automata. It looks amazing. And it looks like it has a really good story. That's actually one I'll end up reviewing that one eventually. I'm looking forward to that one. But I mean, if you really like that third person shooter, that kind of infiltration, I would definitely pick up Ghost Recon. They both look amazing. And they have both gotten pretty decent reviews, and not a whole lot of bad things have been said about them, except for Ghost Recon with a few of the bugs, but they're mostly funny bugs, so that's good. But yeah, that or like James says, if you've only got $60, you hold on to that $60 and you wait for Mass Effect Andromeda.
You do not have to pay $60 for games anymore. Do not pay $60 for games anymore. Amazon, if you get Amazon Prime, you can pay like $47 for a game, whether it be console or PC. Or in fact, I think Green Man Gaming does console games now, but Green Man Gaming is where I get my PC games. And it's once again, like $45, $47. You save tons of money. There's no reason to pay $60. Just a shout out to those guys, to Amazon and Green Man Gaming for that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, so if you do have access to those things, especially like an Amazon Prime account, that's a good way to go. But yeah, I think we're up on our hour, so I guess I don't know. Keep on keeping on. I don't know. We need to find a way to close these.
Keep on engaging in our community. No,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And definitely keep an eye out for TechEngage's Tech Tuesdays. We're going to be here every Tuesday, or at least try to be here every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. And we'll be on for at least a half hour to an hour to see it live here on Twitch. We're also going to have this available for you guys on YouTube and a podcast version as well. So that way you guys can just listen to us babble.
And if you have any questions, ask.
Yes.
In Discord, ask. Maybe we need to make a channel where they can put questions for this podcast or whatever, and we'll answer them either in the channel or if they're interesting enough, we'll answer them on.
Yeah, definitely give us your questions, your suggestions, anything that you feel would help the channel, help the community, and get more tech talk happening here with Tuesday Tech Talk.
I think that's good. I think that's really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys. This is see you later from Steve Anger. I may be on streaming later, possibly playing some Battlefield 1 with the Mooser. Hope maybe depends. My PC's been acting up today, so we'll see.
What's your catchphrase?
My catchphrase? I don't really have a catchphrase. I don't know. Make sure you go say hi to Burnsy the Bear. I was able to get some logos thanks to TechEngage's wonderful donation
And sweet hookups
that we have. So go take a look at my page. You'll get to see Burnsy the Bear. He's a new mascot. Eventually we will have a more cartoonized version of him. He's going to be the new mascot for me. And that might be something I go over in one of my vlogs and tell you why I decided to go with a bear with goggles.
He had a vision. He had a vision.
I had a vision.
For me, what am I going to be doing the next week? Probably more or less just doing my top secret project, which is not so secret. Some other YouTubers have done it before, but I want to make it affordable. And so I'm not going to unveil it yet because I want it to be an awesome surprise. And so keep an eye out for, might be next week. We'll see. I have to order a couple more parts and you'll see a really cool hardware project and it's kind of ties to what we need to do with Dead Space with our challenge. And so I need to get that out before our Dead Space challenge.
Are you going to film the build for it?
What?
Are you going to live stream the build?
Yeah.
I think it'd be good.
Yes and no. I don't know if it's going to work fully. Like, it's going to probably take me like 5 to 10 hours to figure it out, and I don't want to live stream that whole time.
Why not?
They're just going to see me stubbing my toe on metal parts the whole time.
It's considered creative.
Okay.
Besides, I mean, this is tech.
I have done it before. We'll see.
All right.
There's a good chance. I'll probably put it together, cheat, take it apart, and then put it back together.
There you go. There you go.
So you don't have to see 20 hours of me, because
cussing.
I always say like, oh, it's gonna take 5 hours, and it takes like 30.
No,
but no, that's pretty much what it is. I'm gonna be streaming more often, probably once I get a little bit more things in my life automated, including this project, because this is a big project that I'm working on. Done.
And we'll definitely be doing some buddy streams as well. So buddy streams will be us playing together, us playing with some of our friends that are part of the TechEngage unit. I don't know. And also with buddy streams, we will invite you guys to play with us. So definitely keep an eye on our streams. We haven't decided what day we're going to be doing it. Maybe Wednesdays, I don't know. But just keep an eye out. We'll have a better schedule here soon, especially for my streaming channel. So yeah.
Same here. I'm going to be releasing a schedule probably within the next couple of weeks because I'll be playing Overwatch with Steve here, and then I'll probably be doing some Hearthstone again because that's what I did before, and some single-player games.
Yeah, and definitely I will be doing some single-player games. In fact, as soon as I get the piece of hardware that I need, I'm probably going to be starting the Kingdom Hearts series from the beginning. So beginning to what we have now is technically the end until we see Kingdom Hearts 3, which they are just dragging out for years and years and years. So from myself here, Steve Anger, and The Brink, have a wonderful night.
Have a great night.
Great night, and we will see you next Tuesday.
And stay frosty, San Diego.
Stay frosty.